We are AFHCO Property Management Pty Ltd. AFHCO Property Management is a private company known as AFHCO Africa Housing Company, a brand that gives you the opportunity to live better and enhance your lifestyle. AFHCO is not a government institution, but rather a private residential accommodation provider. AFHCO is a leading property company of affordable apartments. We manage North Park Social Housing Apartments in Pretoria North, above North Park Mall on 252 Burger Street, Pretoria North. This video will take you on a tour of North Park Social Housing Apartments and share all relevant information pertaining to social housing and the rules that you need to keep in mind when you become a tenant at North Park Social Housing Apartments. Once you have completed watching this video, you will be able to partake in an assessment to assess the suitability of you becoming a resident at North Park Social Housing Apartments. This is to ensure that we uphold high standards of living for the mutual benefit of all residents. What is social housing? Social housing is housing provided for people on low incomes or with particular needs by government agencies or non-profit organizations. Social housing is a rental or cooperative housing option for households earning between 1,850 Rand to 22,000 Rand per month. Social housing projects require management by an institution, which should be an accredited social housing institution. To qualify to become a resident at North Park Social Housing Apartments, you must be South African citizens with a combined household gross income that ranges between 1,850 Rand and 22,000 Rand. You have to be 18 years and older. You must have a clean credit record in assessing affordability. Make sure you do not own or have ever owned a property before, such as a house, land, RDP, or similar. What is a lease agreement? A lease agreement is entered into when one person, landlord, gives use and enjoyment of his or her property to another person, tenant, for a specific period of time in return for the payment of rent. A lease agreement stipulates the rights and responsibilities of both the landlord and tenant, which is signed or acknowledged by both parties. Moving into your apartment, you will need to supply the following documentation. 1. Occupancy details of all the people that will be staying in the apartment. 2. Proof of payment of the first invoice. The North Park Social Housing Apartments you are applying for under social housing are for rental only. Apartments are not for sale. The apartment should be occupied by the tenant. No subletting is allowed. The rent is due on or by the 1st of every month. AFHCO does not accept the rental in cash and cannot be paid to the building manager. When you receive your account statements, you will see detailed line items for the rental and other sundry amounts. The sundry amounts are made up of water and sewerage charges. You will be billed for hot water usage, which is separately metered and separately charged from cold water usage. You will be charged 2 months in arrears. For example, if a lease commences on 1 January, consumption for January will only be billed in March. February will only be billed in April, and so on. Electricity is prepaid and needs to be purchased from a registered vendor. We will not bill for the electricity used unless the electricity meter is tampered with. There is also a sewerage charge, which will appear on your statement. The amount due on your statement should be paid into the appropriate bank account shown at the footer of the statement with your unique reference number to better allocate your payment. You can pay your rent using the following methods: debit order, ATM deposit, EFT through your banking app at Shoprite or Checkers, and so forth. If you would like to make use of the parking, You must apply for a parking lease, which is payable with your rent. If you do not receive your monthly statement, you must request a statement from us. You also receive an applicable annual rental increase on the anniversary of your lease. There are a number of rules set by management which you must abide by so as to ensure the high standard of living for you and other residents is maintained. Each apartment type has its acceptable allowed occupancy of people. Allowed occupancy. Bachelor is 2 people. 1 bedroom is 2 people. 2 bedroom is 4 people. 3 bedroom is 6 people. Maximum people reached. No exceptions will be made to ensure that there is no overcrowding in the building. Recreational area. There is a play area for children to enjoy themselves, a braai area where you can relax with your family and friends. No other common areas, such as the passages or parking area, can be used for gathering or play. Maintenance. If you have any maintenance requests, these should be logged immediately in the maintenance book available from your building manager or at reception. It is very important that toilet or tap leaks should be reported immediately to avoid wastage. As a resident, you are responsible to insure all your goods and possessions against damage or loss. You also have to use all facilities at the property responsibly, without any breakage or vandalism of the property. Repairs and maintenance. You may report your queries using 1. The tenant portal, which you can log in via the tenant website and click on Tenant Login. 2. Use the maintenance book found at your building manager or reception to log your queries. 3. Contact customer service. If you would like to move out, you must 1. Express your intent to cancel your lease to customer service. 2. Download the lease cancellation form from our website. 3. Collect the lease cancellation form from building manager. If you have noisy neighbors disturbing you, you must report the neighbors to security and building manager. If you lose your source of income and cannot afford your rent, you must cancel the lease by serving notice of at least 20 business days. Customer service support. Customer services at AFHCO.co.za 086 11 234 26. AFHCO. AFHCO has a dedicated customer services department who are always ready to assist when your building manager is unable to, with any queries to enhance your living experience. Do not hesitate to engage with us via our website at afhco.co.za or email them at northparktolet@afhco.co.za or call them on 087 075 1278.